Legislators, this is Jeff Sandy, Cabinet Secretary for Military Affairs and Public Safety. I first want to thank all the legislators who unanimously voted for House Bill 4338, which we call the consolidation bill, and House Bill 4142, which gave the correction officers a pay increase for the next 3 years. Because of your unanimous support, corrections has taken massive changes for the best during the past 120 days. This video is to show you some of the success stories throughout the state, and we again appreciate all your support. One of the things House Bill 4338 did was give us the authority to start holding centers throughout the state of West Virginia. The first one that was established was in Parkersburg at the Wood County Holding Center. The feedback that we have received from the Chief of Police Parkersburg to the Sheriff of Wood County has been tremendous. In fact, it is going to save Wood County over $600,000 a year. St. Mary's, the Sheriff of Pleasants County, it's taking him 5 minutes to take arrestees to the St. Mary's Correction Facility versus the hour-and-a-half drive to Doddridge County and back. The success stories across the state with the holding center is tremendous. It's keeping our law enforcement officers on the road instead of transporting inmates through our facilities across the state.
But we've also in this process started a new booking process and a holding center that we have here at St. Mary's, which is going to be throughout the state. We have worked very well with the booking and the local law enforcement when they've brought them here. It's been more of a convenient to the local law enforcement coming here, but it's made our streets safer, it's made our community safer because we've put officers who are out patrolling and doing the beats in our community back on the streets sooner. It's probably about a 2.5–3 hour drive before, where they would go to North Central, go through the process and get back to their communities. Now it's a 5 to 10 minute process when they come up here, drop the inmate off, go through the initial medical process before they're turned loose.
In the past, it was a process that was very time consuming for us as a department and officers on duty. We run limited officers. We have 2 officers on duty on the afternoon shift. And if you arrested an individual, whether you went to magistrate court or not, it was a very time-consuming process. Would take usually anywhere from an hour-and-a-half to 2 hours transport time there and back. And then the other issue that it threw in for us is if we by chance got to the jail and it required a medical clearance, then we also had the added transport time of either coming back to Sistersville General Hospital here in our county or going over to Bridgeport to the hospital over there to have medical clearance done. And there were many times that it would cost us 3 to 4 hours, which cost us manpower, overtime hours, and out of the county time. And it's just been an all-around great asset as far as our department's concerned and the community as far as officers back on the streets in a timely manner.
Yes, I think it gives the DOC, the old DOC, a little spectrum that we didn't see before because the regional jail always took care of this side. Now we're dealing with male and female. We're dealing with people coming straight off the street, which we never had that exposure before. So it's opened our eyes up to that. It's good that the staff gives them a new opportunity to do something different than maybe just sit on a housing unit or work the rec yard or whatever. It gives them new jobs, which is interesting and keeps them fresh and gives them something to look forward to.
Time and time again, since the governor took office, we have found weaknesses in the handling of the state's finances that have been going on for many years. And as a result, House Bill 4338 formed the Division of Administrative Services. We had individuals in our various agencies within corrections that did the same type of work, duplication 3 times. The Division of Administrative Services, in its first 120 days, has performed an outstanding service for our correctional agencies by making us more efficient.
The development of that division has really enhanced our ability to focus on our juveniles and not take it away from our mission by worrying about human resources or purchasing or contracts of that nature. It allows me to focus on the youth, focus on rehabilitating the youth. Through that process, we've been able to develop better vocational programming. We've been able to develop better educational programming. It's allowed more time for us to focus on our youth and rehabilitation.
Well, we've seen a lot of positive changes. Probably that have affected us the most was the ability to use the resources that we have from all three of the former divisions that we had before we came in. From just utilizing officers, sending officers over to North Central to help out with that, actually having officers help out with some of our hospital duty, and having those resources available to us under one division made it much easier when we got that.
I don't see three entities pulling and tugging with each other. I see one big team, one big family. The transition has been seamless. And I mentioned earlier, the ability for me to draw from those that have the experience and the knowledge from the other historical agencies has been invaluable to me, to be able to help my bureau grow. And so we are so thankful that we were able to have this opportunity. And the future is really, really bright in the Bureau of Juvenile Services.
In addition to expressing appreciation to the governor and the legislature and the administration for all the support and in the consolidation bill, I'd like to also mention 4142, which defines the career path and makes us able to provide someone who's coming into corrections with a view as to where exactly they will be in a certain number of years, so that there's a defined career path right now set up for all of our uniformed officers. Our goal is to, as quickly as we can, be able to provide that same sort of career path for our non-uniformed people. And without the passage of the bill, we would not be able to do this. This is going to be an incredible benefit for not only recruiting and hiring, but for retaining employees who often leave us to go somewhere where they can make a more lucrative salary.
Well, it's been a blessing to me because I've been here basically long enough that I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to stay. And we went for years with nothing, or a $300 or a $500 raise. Many years, every year it's, we're working on 2,000, and it doesn't happen. So when these started happening, I was really happy. It's made a huge difference in my check. It's helped morale a lot with the staff. And with these raises now, I think we have the possibility of recruiting much better officers, much more competent officers that want to do their job.
I'd say definitely now it's something that I could definitely see as a career versus previously. It may have just been a temporary thing, or it may have just been something to get by. But now I think it can hold its own, especially with these pay increases that are going on actually. And it's actually starting to be quite something you can base a family on, something you can pay bills with. My wife, my new wife, we just got married here. We were able to pay bills with that, and we were able to have money left over actually, which is a very rewarding feeling.
When I think of Eric Dotson and what he went through, what shines through to me most is the character of the man. And when you look at what he experienced, that terrible accident, and the work that he had to overcome, the work that he had to do to overcome those extensive injuries, there's no doubt in my mind that he's the kind of guy that we want, he's the kind of guy that we need, that I wish we could go out and find 500 Eric Dotsons, because we would be better for that.
I've had to overcome a lot. I have. I had significant brain damage, multiple broken bones, torn ligaments and tissue, and the only thing I think was that I wanted to work. I wanted to have a sense of purpose. I wanted to have something that I believed in, and that was working for the Regional Jail Authority.
When you talk to somebody like Officer Dotson, who has been through a catastrophic event related to their work, one of the things that people typically talk about as to what motivated them to come back was not wanting to let their coworkers down, knowing that what we do is a difficult job, that not everybody can do this job, and that when you're part of that family, part of that team, you have a very strong bond to those individuals that make up that family and team, and you don't want to let them down.
Again, we're 120 days into the House Bill 4338, and it is so important that we do not forget the governor, our House of Delegate members, and our senators who unanimously supported and approved that bill. And to you, we thank you.